Hello everybody, this is me, Super Mario and welcome back to another episode of Let's Review My Collection. This is part 2 of a two-part special, if you want to call it that. The first part was the Popco Mario minifigures, the Mario and Luigi figures. If you want to check that out, the code will be right there. So if you haven't seen part 1, I definitely recommend checking the first part out. And so in part 2, we're going to be looking at the rest of my collection. Mostly because I have 21 figures of these guys in my collection or in this set. So that's a lot. And in the first part, I couldn't really, like, do all of them because I was in such a rush to get a haircut. So I wanted to get it out as soon as possible. Actually, I wanted to finish the video done. I wanted to finish that video as quickly as possible. That way, I can go get a haircut and then come back. So now, I'm not in such a rush. So now I can just spend as much time as I need to. So yeah. So let's see. In this video, I'll be taking a look at 12 figurines in the set. Sorry, I had to count. I didn't count before starting this video, so yeah, my bad. That's my bad on my part. So yeah. So without any further intruding, let's begin. First with Princess Peach, mostly because I rather do the good guys first and then the bad guys last. So anyways, here's Princess Peach. Like I said, I gotta admit, the paint job on the face is pretty good. I'm not really seeing anything too bad on her, so that's nice. She's pretty much in a basic waving pose, which I kind of like it. There's not really much anything going on, but for what it is, it's pretty cool. Then at the bottom we have the trademark, made in 2009. So yeah, pretty cool figure. A small little Peach figurine. Next up here we have Daisy. Since we already did Peach, we might as well just do her next. So yep, here's Daisy. This one, the paint job on the face, it's a little bit rough. It's still good. There's not really any bad paint jobs on here, but the face is a little bit of a there's I don't know what went on behind Popco when making this. So yeah, the color scheme on her is pretty good. I like it. Also, I forgot to mention the tiaras on the head. So you can see there. The tiaras or the crown on their head is pretty well detailed too, so that's nice. And then on the bottom again, it's just the trademark. Alright, next up we have is Yoshi. Now this one is just him in a standing, facing forward pose. So yeah, nothing really much going on here. He has his fist, his hands are pretty much closed. Oh, his fist is closed, so yeah. This is a pretty decent Yoshi figurine. Like I said, there's not really much going on. The paint job is good for what it is, but there are a little bit of scheme, like little colors, sort of fading away. That's mostly because of me playing with this as a small child. So yeah, here's the front, here's the bottom of it, and then the trademark is like on his shoe. I don't know if you guys can see that. You can sort of see it a little bit, but yeah, not that much going on there. But you know, it's a good figurine, a small little mini figurine. Next up here we have is this weird Yoshi pose. I have no idea what this is supposed to be based off of, but it's Yoshi with his arms open, his legs spread apart, and his mouth is open too to show a happy face. So I'm wondering if this is supposed to be like a Mario Galaxy 2 pose, because the way that I would always see it is if it was like he was always flying, so like this. Because it's like, why else would he be in this pose? I don't really understand. But just like the Yoshi, it's just with his face closed. The paint job on it is pretty good. I really like it. Good figure overall. And yeah, and like I said, with the and just with the previous Yoshi figurine, he has a little trademark on the bottom of his feet. Next up here we have is light blue Yoshi and pink Yoshi, in a running pose. This one, they do come with stands, but long story short, my brother way back then he got mad at me for some reason, and he decided to take the stands off of these guys off. So now these guys don't have a stand anymore. So that sucks. But yeah, this is pretty much just Yoshi running. It's a nice little pose. I really dig it, and the paint job on here is fantastic. Um, but yeah, nice. I can't really say much about these Yoshis because to be honest, they're just kind of plain. Oh, and before I forgot too. Dang it, I forgot Toad. Hold on. Okay, we have 22 figurines to review because I completely forgot about Toad, Hugh, and this is pretty much and the stand that I'm talking about. So here's Toad, and here's the stand that he came on. Surprisingly enough, Toad was the only guy to come out alive from my brother's rampage, so he has his little stand. The stand on here is pretty much clear red. You can see the bottom. You can see by his feet all. And yeah, Toad here is a pretty good, decent little figurine. I like it, and I cannot believe I forgot about that, dude. I knew it. I knew I wasn't gonna forget about him. I made a little note to myself saying, "Don't forget Toad in your second part." Alright, next up here we have this Donkey Kong. Now, I do have Diddy Kong somewhere, but I don't know where she is. I'll have to find her. I'm not about to go through the trouble of, searching through boxes. But I do have the Diddy Kong figurine of her. I don't know if they made a Diddy Kong one. They probably didn't, because I don't have it. So here's Donkey Kong. And for what he is, he's pretty well detailed. The paint job on him is very, very excellent. I really like this pose, even though I kind of wish they did something more for Donkey Kong besides him just doing this pose. Here's his tie. It says DK on it, which is also nicely detailed. I love it. Here's what it looks like on the top, and then on the bottom. Actually, where's the trademark at? I can't find it. That's weird. Maybe this is the trademark or something. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I really love this Donkey Kong figure. It's possibly one of my favorites out of all the Donkey Kong ones I have. So yeah, pretty cool. Alright, next up here are the bad guys. And I start off with the main villain himself, Bozo. Like I said, this is also another one that I do believe comes with the stand. And this was another victim of my brother's rampage. He lost his stand, but surprisingly he does stand up very well without the stand. So that's nice. The main difference here with this guy, with Bowser here, than the figures back here is that he feels kind of rubbery. He's not full on plastic, but there are some parts where I can move his arms around, his fingers, his head, his mouth. So yeah, it's pretty weird. The paint job on here is pretty good. It's not excellent by any means, but for what it is, it's very well detailed, and I like it. But like I said, it's very weird how the material they used was a little bit of a rubbery material, and not a full-on plastic material, which I don't mind one bit. It's just weird. Next up here, we have all his minions. First up, being Koopa Troopa. So here we go. Here's Koopa Troopa. Pretty much his basic design. The lines on the show are great. I really love that. The paint job on him is excellent. And yeah, the trademark is on the back of his head. So yeah, it's a nice little minifigure overall. I like it. Next up here we have is Bomb-Omb. Now this one, he lost his little I don't know what you call it, like a rewind mechanism, or it was like little spinning thingy. Yeah, I really have no idea what you call it, guys. I apologize. I apologize for that. Ugh. But yeah, it's just a ball with legs and white eyes. Nothing too much going on there. Pretty bland. Next up here we have is Bullet Bill. Now this one, he does come with the stand, but as a kid, I did take off the stand. But without the stand, he is pretty fine. He can just stand on by his own, and I do believe the stand that he came on, it had him like in this position where he was flying upwards and not him flying straight. So yeah, to be honest, I think the stand was pretty useless to begin with. But nonetheless, it's still pretty cool. On the back here, we have his, you can see his little frame. Not his frame doesn't go all the way out, but you can sort of see where it comes out of. So yeah, pretty cool. And last but not least, in this video is Shy Guy. Now, Shy Guy, I don't think he gets that many figurines made off of him, so Popco doing one for him is pretty cool. Of course, Jack Pacific did do one of him for the one Nintendo line. But this was my first ever Shy Guy mini figurine. So yeah, pretty cool. The paint job in here is very excellent. The trademark here is on his back. I don't know if you guys can see that. And yeah, he's just standing there waving to you. So yeah, pretty cool. And then here's the bottom of his feet. You can't really see anything under his little hoodie or whatever you want to call it. His mask is very well detailed. I like that so much, even though it's pretty bland. But yeah, I really like this figurine overall. You know, like I said, Shy Guy doesn't really get represented that much. And there we go. That's pretty much it, guys. Now, I did say earlier on in this video I was gonna be at 12 figurines. That's gonna change to 13 because I just remember my boy Toad right there. So yeah, my apologies for that. And sorry if I sound like sorry if my voice may sound a little bit rusty. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, like I said, if my voice comes off as a little bit rusty throughout this whole video, that's on my part. I don't know if my throat is just messing up or something. But yeah, I don't know why, but to me, I feel like my voice is like there's something going on with my throat, and I don't like it. You know, my voice feels kind of rough. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think. These figurines, do you have some? And if you do, which ones do you have? And if you don't have any in general, just tell me in the comments below which one is your favorite out of this video and also last video. So yeah, just let me know, guys. And yeah, like I said, if you want to check out the first video, it'll be in the playlist right there. For cards, I can't really post the same video card twice. So that's such. So yeah, just look at the playlist right there. As a matter of fact, check the full playlist of the Let's Review My Collection series. I review some pretty cool stuff on Mario merchandise. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen next for this series. I do know for a fact that I'm gonna be taking a look at the brand Presto / Popco figurines. But that'll have to be a video for a later time. And stay tuned for Wednesday because I will be doing a video on another. I'll be doing another storytime video, and that one will be very, very exciting because that one's a back-to-back champion story. So look forward to that. And you know, I might as well just say it right now. Check out the playlist for the storytime videos. Like I said, they're not doing very well, and I kind of want them to. So by all means, go check them out. They're pretty cool storytime videos. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So, anyways, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I will see you guys on Wednesday for the next storytime video. This is Super Mario 19J signing out.